2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
What a fantastic look. How is it? He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Philadelphia, Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. And it's Milton in at the 1 spot. And tonight, Clark, not just any regular season game. These teams going for higher seeds in the playoffs.
And Kevin, you've been doing it a long time, and you can feel, even during the regular season, when there's a little extra juice in the players and in the building, and guys are locked in, and it gives you a preview of what the playoff intensity is like. That doesn't happen a lot with the number of games in the NBA schedule, but you can certainly feel it when it does.
You sure can. Right side to Walker. Left side, Brown. Now, here's Tice. Guarded by Embiid. Shot clock at 5. And Tice gets it to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Milton. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And stolen by Hayward. Inside, Tice takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Tice has got his second bucket of the game to go. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to Milwaukee. Richardson outside. Harris outside. Lets the 3 fly.
Come on.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Walker the pass to Brown. Four on the shot clock. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Richardson outside. Shoots over Brown, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. And a new group in for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Wanamaker misses. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
That's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and, boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the paint. Embiid kicks to Horford. Back to Embiid. Here's Thibault. Pass to Embiid. Neto, that's a 2-pointer. They get it again. And Embiid is right there.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass. 58
seconds left in the first quarter. And Embiid with the block. Pass to Thibault. And here comes the break. Neto with the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Outside Williams, out of bounds, only 76ers ball. Some changes for Philadelphia. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Burks in for Raul Neto. Boston also with the sub. Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. It's out of bounds, last touch by Burks.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Celtics trail by 6. Here's Wanamaker. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That is his first foul of the game. The 76ers making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Austin's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's Smart. D right on him. And the turnover again by Boston. Here's Burks. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And so it's Philadelphia up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action.
Coming from a place where, base.
Wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
On the floor for Boston. Williams is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1. And here's Tatum for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Tatum's got his first 3 points of the game.
Tatum continues to expand his range, and with his size and length, he can shoot over most defenders.
And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East. A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Embiid finds Burks. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
On the wing, Williams. Down low. And it's Williams throwing it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Embiid. No good from outside. And it's Williams with the ball for the Celtics. Trailing by 10. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
You got to keep pace with Williams in transition. He's so good at just outworking everybody on the floor.
Korkmaz, no good. The Celtics have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive. That edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Tatum passes to Smart. Stolen by Robinson. Now running up the court. Robinson pushing it up. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Brown outside. They swipe it. Here's Thibault. He gets it in there. Thibault's got his first 2 points of the night. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. To the left wing. Robinson against Walker. Al Horford with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Picked his pocket. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Al Horford. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. He's averaging 11 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself. I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here's Neto. 11-point game his last outing. Richardson dishes to Harris. Richardson the pass to Harris. Here's Neto for the 3. 5 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Puts it up. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 11-point cushion as we...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Right out of the gates, it was Philadelphia setting the tone. Their exceptional focus and all-around... And that's good.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, Alec Burks displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. And there's Embiid. Then there's Richardson. And it's Milton in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the night.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
Embiid, the pass to Milton. Richardson against Tatum. Here's Horford. That 3 off the mark. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Brown. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound in this one. In the corner, it's Richardson. Fires for 3. Rebound, Boston. Now, here's Tice. He's got 7. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice, and Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown.
And as a wing player, Hayward's just so good at attacking the basket. I think that's a big part of what makes him special. Doesn't take much of an opening for Hayward to make his move.
On the wing, Harris, defended by Hayward. Horford kicks to Harris. The pass to Milton. Launches it. That one doesn't go. So the Celtics will take it the other way.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
And here's Smart. He has 6. Tatum passes to Williams. Good on the shot. Williams has got 6. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
Smart misses. Philadelphia leading by 6. Richardson attacking. It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Here's Embiid. The 76ers again can't hit it. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Nice shot by Smart.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense, had overcommitted, and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
Pass to Milton. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And it's good, 2 points. And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. Just 4 points, that's all they've given up here in the second half. Kicks it to Smart. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 18. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Richardson, the shot's good on the assist by Horford. And now an 8-point 76ers lead.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. That sends Jason Tatum to the free throw line. That one on Horford. And a new group in for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Williams. Daniel Tice comes in for Gordon Hayward. Brown is checked in for Smart. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. Second is Jason Tatum.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Korkmaz, no good. Celtics trail by 5.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
You can't just heave it, though. I mean, it's got to be a quality shot.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Brown. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And finished off by Brown.
Hey, the defense has no answer for Jaylen Brown. I mean, when he's dribbling the ball, his teammates know they're in good hands.
Here's Neto. Pass to Horford. That one rolling around and rims out.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Right now, right here.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Enes Kanter is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard. And Burks hits 2 free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Kanter. Plays it up and banks it in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Tatum. Horford goes in. Here's Thibault. They grab their own miss. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 3.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Well, the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
Burks kicks to Horford. Horford double team. Just 5 on the clock. Korkmaz no good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And here's Tatum for 3. It's good on the putback. Tice has got the lead up to 1 now for Boston.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Walker with it. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Terrific awareness that time from Walker. Nice job getting his open teammates to rock.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Gordon Hayward comes in for Tatum, and Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Horford. Embiid's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Walker taking his time here. And good, he nails it.
That is why they give it to Walker. You can trust him to make smart decisions in big spots.
Passes it to Richardson. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And, Kevin, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Shot's good by Walker.
And, you know, even though Walker is just 6'1", he may not be that tall, folks. He is a creative scorer in a hard matchup. Great at making the defense pay inside. You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
Hayward against Harris. Hayward passes to Walker. Tice kicks to Hayward. The kick out to Walker. To the middle. Now Tice drills it from outside. Tice has got 7 points for the quarter.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
They get a hand on it. And now Hayward pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break. And it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
Terrific steal. Smart doesn't take a lot of chances, but knows when to pick his spot.
Milton, the pass to Embiid. Front pass the arc. A shot by Milton, no good. The Celtics have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. A shot by Hayward, wide open, off target from three-point range. The 76ers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Got it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Smart kicks to Hayward. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Tice finds Hayward. The Celtics working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. Smart misses. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Harris dishes to Embiid. Harris inside. Defended by Hayward. Embiid, no good. Now, here's Tice. Guarded by Horford. From deep. Misses the shot. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, bring it.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one.
An aerial view of downtown. And we've got... And I feel, David, they're still in great position. I know you do too. Thanks for that report. And here's a look at some numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Siaka in at the forward slots. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the center. And for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice, and it's Walker in at the 1 spot. Buries the long-range jumper. And tonight's game may be won or lost on that front line, Smitty. What makes for an effective front court tandem, do you think?
I think, first of all, that tandem can switch on pick and rolls. That tandem can shoot the basketball and also make plays somewhat like a guard. But the biggest thing is if they can rebound and able to guard smaller guys, this will make them great.
Interesting. And so it's Boston with it. About a minute played so far here in the first. He kicks it to Hayward. Here's Tatum. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Van Vliet with it. Brown's there. Lowry from outside. The rebound by the Celtics. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. There's the lob to Brown. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Awesome ability to focus there by Tatum. He just has a feel and a belief in what he's doing out there.
Van Vliet with it. Brown's there. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. Here is Ibaka. Boy, he was something else against Utah.
And that's a nice jumper by Ibaka, showing good touch from mid-range.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Inside, out to Hayward. Walker the pass to Tice. 5 to shoot. A second chance effort. Got a piece of it.
And what you like about Siakam as a rim protector, the strong fundamentals, able to affect shots without fouling.
Celtics trail by 4. And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. Get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
Now here's Van Vliet after Jaylen Brown's miss. Van Vliet passes to Siakam.
And the most improved player in the league last season. Pascal Siakam got better in every statistical category.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Powell, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. They need this, and Wanamaker gets it to go. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
And Toronto has possession after the basket by Boston.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
For the finish, and Siakam throws it down.
He's a well-coordinated athlete who will outwork you. Siakam hustles up the floor on every possession.
Kanter, good, and Smart gets the assist.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Davis looking for an opening. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Smart against Powell. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kanter kicks to Tatum. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Robert Williams is checked in for the Celtics. The Raptors also with a sub. Boucher is checked in. Outside, Davis. Pass to Boucher. The shot from the low post is good.
I love that. You see the poise of Gasol running the offense to perfection.
Here's Wanamaker. Here's the three. A putback, and Cantor able to finish. And so it's the Toronto Raptors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been active. And let's listen to Pascal Siakam talking about the work ethic.
You come in every day, guys.
And Greg, when everyone is working hard, it builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Boston, Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. Then it's Tatum. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard. Back to Powell. Davis, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Boston making some changes. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Cantor. Jaylen Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Lowry in for Davis.
He's a great finisher for a player his size. When Kyle Lowry gets a step to the hoop, he's going for the bucket.
And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred VanVleet's not the biggest, but his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. You take a look at the Raptors. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the Celtics, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And for the Raptors, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
Drives in, and Brown throws it down.
And just awesome speed from Brown, blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
And Toronto turns it over again. Well, who doesn't like fast break basketball? They're on the 2K Sports leaderboard, the real stats, real scores from the real NBA with the teams who have scored the most points in transition this season. Number 1, the Raptors.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense, and these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
And there's the pass to Walker. Just 5 on the clock. On the top of the key, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Now just a 5-point Raptor lead.
And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto, he's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now Now he's giving a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
Outside Lowry. Passes it to Anunoby. This one for three. Rebound by Williams. Williams is checked in for Robert Williams. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Norman Powell comes in for Kyle Lowry. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Brown.
Oh, he's heated up here now in the second quarter. Watch out.
Here's Van Vliet. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Walker against Siakam. Right side to Walker. Brown inside. Covered by Van Vliet. Brown outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brett Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Then for the Raptors, Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. Nobody near Williams. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 1.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Tatum on the wing. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the evening, and so he hits both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
From deep three-point range. No good on that one.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter under.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The game plan did not work out for Boston in the first quarter. They gave themselves a lot of... Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
It's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Pull up Jay. Lowry. And there's Lowry putting it right back in. Lowry's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Raptors.
He's just 6 feet, and he's a good rebounder. Lowry's heart and passion for the game is shining through.
Tatum, that's for 2. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Well, guys, you talk about players coming in, and with a huge impact, Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Where do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum? Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
Here's Lowry trying to get open as Ibaka, and he overshot that one, missing. Down low, covered by Van Vliet. Here's Walker. Count the basket and the foul. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. To the inside. Ibaka, the pass to Siakam. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. The Raptors need to get a shot. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
That's a nice play call. Working the ball to Siakam where he can do something with it.
Left side, Brown. And good that time. Steve, when it comes to creating contact, which offensive moves can create the impression of a foul where the defensive player can do nothing about it?
I think ripping through the defender's arms is really tough for the defensive guy right now, Kevin. That's a hard move to defend if you're the defender.
Smitty, I think guys actually practice this, don't they? Ways they can kind of lure a defensive player in like that.
They do. They're strong enough now, and also they are, like you said, practicing that type of move.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Hayward. Marcus Smart comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker.
I can't believe that went in, and I don't think he can either.
Davis gets a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Davis has got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on. Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Racking up the points down low, well, that's exactly what these guys have done this season. Check out the top-scoring big men in the NBA. Siakam third, the 4th spot held by Jason Tatum.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
The other thing they have in common is that killer instinct. Every one of these guys wants the ball down low. They want to be the #1 option on every trip down the court.
Gasol against Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge. And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Gasol, and finished off by Gasol.
Out in space, Gasol with the great size and skill to where he overmatches most people.
Pass to Cantor. Takes the 3. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Right side Gasol. Back to Hollis Jefferson. By himself. And slam dunk by Smart.
And how about the quick hands there by Tatum? Terrific anticipation as he comes up with that steal and able to convert that defense into offense.
Foul against Smart. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Boucher. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. The three. Smart misses. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Toronto ahead, up 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Smart, Daniel Tice out there with Ennis Cantor. Then it's Tatum, and it's Wanamaker in at the point. That's the Boston 5. And Ennis Cantor picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Cantor. Brown comes in for Tatum. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Raptors also changing it up. OG Anunoby's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Davis.
Look out. Watch out. Gordon Hayward is showing his explosiveness.
And taken away by Brown. And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. Smart passes to Tice to tie it up. Gasol with the defensive effort.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Anunoby, good.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Celtics trail by 5. In the corner, it's Hayward. And he banks in the layup. Hayward's got 4 this quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Lowry kicks to VanVleet. Siakam looking around. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. That one drops for him. And it's 6 points for Gordon Hayward.
I mean, you talk about the great athletes in the NBA. Don't forget about Gordon Hayward. He can run.
Here's Gasol with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. And the Raptors lead by 3.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
VanVleet with it. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
It's stolen by Brown. Smart passes to Brown. Shot from the wing. And right on target. Good.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Walker against Lowry. Here's Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Anunoby's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shot.
Outside, Smart. Hayward against Siakam. 6 to shoot. And a wide open look for Walker. Siakam pulls it in.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
VanVleet can't get it to go.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Siakam kicks to Gasol. Here's the pass to Lowry. And the Raptors miss again. Celtics trail by 4. Smart on the wing. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second, finds the open man.
Van Vliet looking around. The 10-footer. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Ibaka's checked in. Up top, Walker. Now recovering. The kick out to Tatum. To take the lead. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Siakam against Tatum. Pass to Lowry. It's stolen by Tice. And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. Brown wide open. He fires. No good. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The drive by Lowry. It counts.
And the shot by Lowry is the definition of clutch. He relishes being the man in these moments.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
I can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Well, thank you, David. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Richardson. And it's Milton in at the point. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry. And it's Ibaka in at the center position.
Boy, really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Well, might be the end of the regular season, Doris, but tonight's game has postseason implication.
What's better for an NBA team late in the year than to have a great test with a highly competitive group you're looking opposite? So obviously you want to play tough, meaningful games in preparation for the playoffs. This is going to be great.
Playoff atmosphere, you're right. Out to the right wing. Here's VanVleet. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Harris passes to Embiid. Dishes to Horford. Takes a 3. That one doesn't drop. And Toronto will come the other way. And now just over a minute played here in the first. VanVleet can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now Horford. He's coming off a 22-point game against Detroit.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Outside for Lowry. Back to VanVleet. Passes it to Siakam. Clock at 6. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, Mr. Siakam can elevate well above the rim. Nicely done.
Here's Milton. Offensive rebound. Embiid. Second shot opportunity. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. Ibaka finds VanVleet. Outside Lowry. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Ibaka. That falls. Nice speed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Well, Serge Ibaka added this aspect to the game. Came in as a shot blocker, but worked so hard to become an offensive threat. How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers. And I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
Horford kicks to Richardson. From outside, off the mark. Raptors trail by 3. And he lobs it up toward the rim, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Horford the pass to Richardson. It's Richardson on the wing. 1:37 left in the first. Just 5 to shoot. Yes, that goes in.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Norman Powell's checked in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Thibault. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Knocks it loose. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Neto. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Lowry kicks to Powell. And again, Toronto no up. The 76ers leading by 6. Embiid, the pass to Thibault. Took him no time at all on that one. Thibault's got his second bucket of the night.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Lowry. It's Davis on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. And again, no good by Toronto. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's Thibault. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. 76ers foul. Raptors have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Boy, Kyle Lowry has carved out for himself quite the career. This guy came in as a dogged defender, and on the offensive end, he's able to create for both himself and his teammates.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers on top. They lead by 5. And this
not knowing English, obviously at the beginning, it was a little.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Mike Scott out there with Embiid. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Scott kicks to Burks. Back to Scott. Lots of room. Here's Embiid. Scott the pass to Burks. Off target with his 3. Raptors trail by 5. Down low, Hollis-Jefferson. That one's not going to go. Nice D from Scott. Now the pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. Great D that time from Davis.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Korkmaz. Boucher with the rebound.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Hollis-Jefferson, good.
Well, I don't think you can allow Rondé Hollis-Jefferson to get into the lane. You're asking for trouble. This guy's a spectacular athlete.
Burks looking around. From about 16, Toronto grabs the miss. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
To the wing right side. Here's Korkmaz, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Embiid throws it down.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Davis with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Foul. That's good. It's interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way. They change their bodies over the course of their career.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight, Kevin, to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
They are. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, be a great story, and thank you. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. Raul Meadows checked in for Philadelphia.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Inside, Siakam. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
We call that floor vision, gentlemen. Kyle Lowry with the pretty pass.
Here's Neto, covered by Van Vliet. Neto with the bucket. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Toronto. 6-point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Richardson against Lowry. Richardson outside. Shot clock at 5. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Richardson's got 7 points.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
Here's Anunoby. Horford with the rebound. Here's Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end. And
we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Philadelphia leading by 8.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Here's Siakam. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. 6 points for him.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
It's deflected.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, but they'll get another chance. Ibaka against Horford. Back to Embiid, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And here's a look at some numbers for Horford. He's had an impressive second half of the season, averaging about 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Boucher kicks to Davis. Pass to Powell. There's the 3. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. Here's Gasol. Up again. It's good on the putback. Boucher's got it back down to single digits for the Raptors.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Burks against Davis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. Harris looking it over. Neto finds Harris. And here's Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. Harris. And staying with the play, Harris. Harris has got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside, Davis. Fires for 3. And that one is off. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Harris passes to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Neto. He's guarded by Davis. Robinson passes to Neto. A 3 ball. Robinson misses. Raptors trail by 12. Powell, no one around him. And the Raptors miss again. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Powell with the steal. And here's the fast break. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
How about the aggressiveness of Rondé Hollis Jefferson? Go to work, young man.
Here's Neto. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Drops in the layup for 2.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Hollis Jefferson finds Davis. Here's Hollis Jefferson. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Pass to Boucher. 5 on the clock. Gasol trying to free himself up. Yep, that one goes in there. Boucher's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Richardson the pass to Neto. There's the dish to Embiid, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Philadelphia, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at the 76ers. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Then it's Josh Richardson, and it's Milton in at the point. Makes it off the glass. Milton's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the 76ers. Raptors trail by 14. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. To the left side wing. Of course, you can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. The reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
Korkmaz checked in for Richardson. A finish. Pushes it down to finish the break.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
That one falls. Milton's got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Van Vliet finds Ibaka over to the left wing. Here's Anunoby. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
What I love is this guy gives you all-out effort every minute he's on the floor. Pascal Siakam getting second chance opportunity there.
Passes to Milton. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Thibault, covered by Van Vliet. Siakam against Harris. Here's Thibault. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Outside Lowry. And the pass to Anunoby. From deep. It's hauled in by Harris.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Ibaka, the pass to Van Vliet. Looks for Lowry, gets it to him. And no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Here's Thibault. Count it.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Here is Lowry. 1:58 left in the fourth. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Up top, Ibaka. Over Horford. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Thibault, the pass to Korkmaz. Harris outside. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Of course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group to the middle. Gasol against Embiid. Shot from 12. That's short off the rim.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate, and they're rarely fooled.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Boucher, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
First team foul. At the line from your Raptors, Chris Boucher.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And he lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And it's blocked by O'Quinn.
Just such nice timing by O'Quinn on that block.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Can't connect from long distance. Burks for three. Off target with that shot. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
The blue line making its way. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge. Well, yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. As we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Boston. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And checking out Philadelphia, 3 spots below.
And I think for the 76ers, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
It's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Richardson and Harris filling out the wing. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. And it's Milton in at the point guard. And for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point. And Chris, as skilled as he is offensive, some overlook Joel Embiid's defensive impact.
Yeah, Kevin, he's the centerpiece of their defense. He's an outstanding rim protector, and he moves great for a player his size.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which team is able to dictate the pace tonight as well as the style of play.
And Tice gets it to go.
You see how Hayward just made that pass? You got to say, man, he's got some vision.
Here's Milton. Last game we saw him score 14. Walker with the rebound.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Tice kicks to Tatum. Oh, good on the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Milton, and he goes in for the dunk.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Oh, well, listen, guys, that was great work, making them pay for the laps on defense.
And so it's Boston with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Tice. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Brown outside. He can't get it to go. And it's Philadelphia the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons. Pass to Milton. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Horford, no luck. For Boston, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Brown. Good work defensively by Richardson.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup. Yeah, and I love the fans in Philly. They're notoriously prickly, though. They expect hard-nosed effort. If not, they'll let you hear about it.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Here's Milton, guarded by Walker. Milton's shot is good. Chris, you're talking about the Philly fans. They were even booing their team in that conference semifinal round against Toronto.
Yeah, they got nervous with the season on the line. You can't take it personal. In Philly, they love you just as much as they boo.
Good work there as it goes.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces in his pass.
Over to the wing. Horford finds Richardson. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Tatum against Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Milton. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Milton's got 8 points. Here's Walker. 11 points last game. Hayward outside. Over Harris. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with high motor, and he likes to make plays.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Here's Walker. 76ers getting the bucket. Baseline J on the way. He can't get that one to fall. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
Oh, yeah, the guys, they need to lead the way. They spend far too much time on the bench. I mean, they'll be more careful than that. You know, he doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Brown against Richardson. Brown kicks to Walker. Up top Tice. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Walker's shot is off.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Embiid wide open. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach, Brad Stevens.
Our relationship started when...
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation to one of the better young coaches in our league.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Robinson. Embiid is out there with Scott. And it's Neto in at the 1. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. We've got a chance here, so let's now look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The league's stingiest teams. The Celtics second.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Embiid. Averaging about 23 points per, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
Now, here's Cantor. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Thibault, guarded by Smart. And that one's good. Thibault. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity. But Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Neto. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. And that one's good. Thibault. Thibault's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Outside, Smart. Cantor trying to free himself up. Nice shot by Smart.
Showing his range. Smart spacing the floor.
Here's Neto. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Knocked away. Stolen by Smart. The pass to Wanamaker. 1:52 left now here in the second. Here's Cantor. Left side, Williams. Celtics passing it around. Smart finds Williams. Goes back up. Here's Cantor. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter. And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And when you look at that Raptors matchup, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
Now here's Williams. No points in the game yet for him. And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics' values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
Here's Thibault, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Just 5 on the clock.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
You just have to manage the clock correctly. Sometimes it's easier said than done if you also want to get a good look.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm
of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
And despite the size.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the out in front of the half is Boston. They lead by 1 point. Kenny?
Well,
and that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Celtics with the lead. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5.
And Walker's handles are too nice. His dribbling too incredible. The way he handles the rock, just cutting into the heart of the defense with his moves.
Here's Milton. And stolen by Tatum. Hayward with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Tice passes to Brown. He dishes it to Walker. It's hauled in by Richardson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The 76ers trail by 3.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Brown the pass to Tatum. And the 3 off target. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. And stolen by Hayward. Shoots it. Brown. Good. Brown's got 6. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Here's Milton. Hands it from downtown. Milton's got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Here's Brown. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Richardson.
And the determination of Brown is phenomenal. No one is going to stop these shots from going down.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz checked in for Embiid, and Alec Burks subbed in for Shake Milton. Richardson with it. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Out to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Burks for 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Walker. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's around 14 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. A tremendous asset to this team coming off the bench.
Left side, Williams pulls it up. Off the left rim and out. The 76ers trail by 3.
And for the Sixers, the health of their draft picks has been a story. Zaire Smith, Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, all missing significant time with injury.
Health continues to be a key for them, GA. Embiid in particular, he's missed some games last year, missed some back-to-backs. He's 7'2". You just hope his knees could withstand the grind. They got to keep him going to reach their goal.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. As with every position creating offense now, which big men do the best job of scoring off the bounce?
That's a good question. LaMarcus Aldridge in San Antonio, Coach Pop is giving him the freedom. And Joel Embiid, we sleep on him because he's 7 foot, but when he faces up in the post, he doesn't usually give you his back. He faces up, triple threat, gives you a jab step, a counter in and out, and gives you something nice. I mean, his ball handling ability is great for a 7-footer, and I like Embiid.
Korkmaz, no good. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. 1:24 left here in the third quarter. Here's Wanamaker. The kick out to Tatum. Pass to Wanamaker. Dishes it to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Al Horford. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, averages nearly 12 points a game. Burks looking around. Back to Horford. It's tipped.
Long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. Kemba Walker comes in for Brad Wanamaker. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Walker the pass to Tatum. Hayward goes in, and Hayward with the stuff.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Tatum stays with it. Now it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys. Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Walker dishes to Hayward. Walker the pass to Williams. Tatum kicks to Walker. Hayward from outside. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What?
And so it's the Boston Celtics with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Neto in at the 1 spot. Left side, Walker. They get it back. And Williams is right there. Williams has got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Back to Walker. Puts one up from 19. The putback, and Williams is right there. And the Celtics lead by 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Right side to Walker. Williams finds Walker. Back to Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And that's now 6 points for Williams.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Neto. Unable to get that one. And it's Boston the other way. Tatum on the wing. Back to Smart. Pass to Hayward. Over Embiid, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
And a little rescue act right there. Almost all zeros on the shot clock until Hayward comes along to save the day.
Pass to Embiid. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Boston leading by 9. To the paint. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And going right to the rim. Love the attack mindset and the ability to finish strong.
At the top of the key, Embiid. The pass to Neto. Wide open. And the shot is long.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. I don't get many chances.
The 76ers trail by 11. Robinson goes in. Passes it to Neto. Got a hand on it. Outside, Smart. Tatum on the wing. Back to Smart. Pass to Hayward. Over Robinson. Here's Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Harris dishes to Embiid, and Robinson wide open. He shoots. The 76ers again can't hit it. Celtics leading by 13. Pass to Walker. To the inside. Embiid with the steal.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Celtics.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession. We watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Gordon Hayward.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Proving how legitimate of a threat he is inside. I mean, once Embiid gets it this close, it's all been over.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That's his first foul. 76ers on defense. Brown outside. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Richardson attacking. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Green fires from way outside. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good competition. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA...
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. As we're just about ready to get this one started. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get DA it's on. And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, DA. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Toronto. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And checking out Boston, sitting directly below him, just one spot down.
And for the Raptors, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center. Brown outside. Inside. That's tipped. It's tipped. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, just over a minute played. From deep three-point range. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up. They use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Pass to VanVleet. There's Siakam. Back to VanVleet. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And the Raptors with the ball. 4 on the clock. Lowry passes to Siakam. Over Tatum. Siakam misses.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
It's deflected. Now Ibaka. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Utah.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
Back to Lowry. And the pass to VanVleet. And again, Toronto no up.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Tatum. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And a new group in for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Tatum. Marcus Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Siakam kicks to Davis. Pulls up on the wing. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Gasol. Averaging about 7 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
And Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Here's Powell. Boucher controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Passes it to Wanamaker. Back to Williams. From deep. No good that time. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Boucher passes to Davis. Here's Powell. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Powell against Smart. The kick out to Williams. It's Brown on the wing. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Pulls up, high post. Some solid defense from Gasol.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Here's Davis, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Smart goes in, snatched away. Here's Boucher. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Powell. Good work defensively by Smart. And so it's Toronto with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room. Marcus Gasol so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of...
Just fun. You can see more fans on the stand.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Celtics, Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position. Pass to Boucher. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero. The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Brown the pass to Williams. Here's the three. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. We talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations. They are able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Davis kicks to Powell. pass to Boucher. Right side Gasol. Raptors moving the ball around. There's Hollis Jefferson, and it's blocked by Brown, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Some changes for Toronto. OG Anunoby's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet comes in for Norman Powell, and Kyle Lowry subbed in for Davis. The Celtics also changing it up. Tatum, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Hayward comes in for Jaylen Brown, and Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Nice shot by Smart.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Here's Lowry, and there are the Raptors with another bucket. Celtics trail by 15. Smart deciding where to go with it. Misses the three. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Down low, here's Boucher. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Celtics. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
If you don't have that one guy who gets you 10-plus boards every night, you just have to send more guys to the glass.
Three-pointer, Lowry. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. And that's now 7 points for Kyle Lowry. For Boston, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
And Gasol able to finish.
At 7'1", it is hard to keep Marc Gasol off the glass.
Hayward hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Boucher. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Tatum.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Boucher. That shot off the mark.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. Good. He's on his way to the line for one more.
This is the patience we talk.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that concludes the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... It was a fast pace for Toronto at the outset. Their mission to dominate early was accomplished with a... And that should do it with the...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the three, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Tatum. Now the pass to Tice. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Tice has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Boston. Steve, we've seen a few guys score close to 70 points in a game recently. Devin Booker of Phoenix certainly has gotten to that mark. Who might be the next guy who gets 7?
I think James Harden, because the way he shoots the 3-ball and gets to the free throw line, he's one. Steph Curry for sure. Kevin Durant. And I think Giannis in a few years, if he can start knocking down those threes, because I'm sure he can get about 40 points in the paint, 10 at the line, but he needs to knock down a few threes.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Van Vliet. The Raptors rebound. Anunoby kicks to Lowry.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Off target from outside. To the middle. Here's Tatum, and it's denied.
And what you like about Siakam as a rim protector, the strong fundamentals, able to...
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
In the corner, it's Van Vliet. To the wing on the left. Here's Anunoby. Good on the triple. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
I admire the energy that Brown plays with, so great at getting to the line.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Toronto. The Celtics also changing it up. Enes Kanter comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lowry. From deep. It's hauled in by Brown.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Celtics passing it around. Tatum with it. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Floats it up there for Siakam. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. The drive by Kanter. Lays it up off the glass.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Outside Lowry. Van Vliet looking around. Out to the right wing. The shot by Lowry, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Tice passes to Kanter. Now the Raptors moving it up. From the arc. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 9. 1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. Brown outside. Shoots over Van Vliet. And too long on the shot. Raptors leading by 9. Ahead. Floats it up there for Siakam. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Kanter.
and a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lowry. Trains it from beyond the arc. Lowry's got 10.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. It's Brown on the wing. Covered by Van Vliet. Tatum's shot is off.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That's his first foul. Some changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Norman Powell comes in for Fred Van Vliet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Got a piece of it. 6 to shoot. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
And I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
11 seconds left to play here in the third. Hayward on the wing. 1 second left. And he hits the jumper for 2. Hayward's got his third basket of the night right there.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
And so it's Toronto in the driver's seat. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Boston, Walker and Smart, the guards. Hayward out there with Williams. And it's Williams at center, locking down the middle. Pass to Hayward. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Smart finds Williams. It's stolen by Davis. It's Powell on the wing. They get the rebound.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
On the wing, Williams fires from deep. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists tonight.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Powell against Smart. Davis trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Walker, and Gasol sends it back.
The former Defensive Player of the Year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now here's Hayward. He started close. Williams can't hit.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And Siakam throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Smart kicks to Hayward. Well, you look at the luxury tax structure, Smitty, it's now more expensive than ever to maintain a championship contending roster.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's a choice of a lot of these organizations. Some owners they want to do it, some don't. But I think if you want to win a championship, you're going to have to open up your checkbook.
Fred Van Vliet is checked in for Toronto. Lowry comes in for Davis, and then for Boston. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams, and it's Jason Tatum in for Williams. Out to the wing. Here's Van Vliet. 5 on the clock, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Smitty, for players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button. So, yeah, they got to be careful. You're right. Lowry against Walker. The shot's good. 12 points for Kyle Lowry.
Forget the analytics. This is one of Lowry's favorite areas to operate from.
Hayward finds Tice.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It's the first that brings them to within 10. And so he makes both from the line. 1:37 left in the game. Outside Lowry. Left side Ibaka. Over Tice. It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. The kick out to Walker. There's the triple. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Siakam. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 11.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Toronto.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47. And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Pascal Siakam.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now here is Davis. From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Celtics ball.
And Boston has possession. They trail by 11. Pass to Tice. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Slam.
Give me a food.
You play 2K
all the time.
You act.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this payday. They certainly can. Well done, DA. Thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Ibaka in at center. And for Philadelphia, Richardson and Harris filling out the wing. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. And it's Milton in at the point guard position. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. From deep, Al Horford with the rebound. And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston, the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended, was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the 76ers. Raul Neto comes in for Shake Milton.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so here's Toronto. Philadelphia able to train the 3. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Over Harris. Siakam misses. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Inside, here's Neto. Kicks it out to Richardson. Harris with it. They had a 24-point outing in their last game against Detroit. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Finally, after all those planks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Here's Neto after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Let's see some numbers here on Kyle Lowry. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. He's getting around 20 points per, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. And stolen by Siakam. Left side Lowry. Jacks up a 3. It doesn't go for him. And Philadelphia the other way now. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Siakam's running. The baseline jumper goes down.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Makes it off the glass. Neto's got 5.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here is Lowry. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Utah.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Just 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Embiid.
A 5-time All-Star. Lowry has come a long way since being drafted 24th overall back in 2006.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Milton. Last game out, he had 14. And there's the pass to Thibault. A 3-pointer off the mark. Raptors trail by 5. Here's Davis. Buries the long-range jumper. 15 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Thibault. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Korkmaz. Horford is out there with Mike Scott. And it's Milton in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Gasol passes to Hollis-Jefferson. And the first shot of the night for him missing. The 76ers lead. Here's Korkmaz. The offensive rebound. That one no good. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Milton, guarded by Powell. Korkmaz, no good. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
What a nice finish. Hollis-Jefferson showing you his bounce ability there.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pass to Korkmaz. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And the Raptors with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. Just 5 on the clock. Hollis-Jefferson passes to Powell. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Powell's got his first bucket in this one. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Milton, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Now here's Davis. He has 5. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Monday, They'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Now, here's Richardson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
2 minutes left in the second.
Clock at 4, and he comes up with the deuce.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Gasol inside, guarded by Embiid. Powell with the bounce pass. Here's Boucher. It's hauled in by Richardson. Philadelphia leading by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Al Horford. He's coming off a 22-point game against Detroit.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt.
There's Van Vliet following the basket by Al Horford. 1:03 left in the first half of the game. Back to Powell. Pass to Siakam. Over Harris. And again, Toronto no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Burks the pass to Harris. Fast break Toronto. There's the pass to Boucher. And here is Siakam. It's Powell on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Powell's got 5 now.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
A shot by Burks. Nobody around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Boucher. Back to Van Vliet. Powell for 3. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game for the 76ers. The first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held it 2 points. And...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like? If you were going to design one, what would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range, and the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they? No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
And stolen by Siakam. All alone, and Ibaka slams it in.
And the fantastic end-to-end speed of Ibaka. So hard for opposing bigs to keep up with him.
Here's Milton, now recovering. Milton's shot is good. Milton's got 8 points. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Lowry. Passes to Anunoby. Just 3 to shoot. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You look at the Raptors. Right now they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the 76ers. They're 6th in the conference.
And for the Raptors, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
One of the best free throw shooting bigs in the league, but that wasn't always the case for Ibaka. He has put in a ton of work.
That's tipped. And they're moving it up. Here's Anunoby. And the layup's good off the glass. Anunoby's got the lead up to 1 now for the Raptors.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
The pass to Thibault. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Embiid, no good.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Lowry for 3. Good on the three-point shot. And it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Neto with the bucket.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Davis finds Ibaka. Raptors moving the ball around. Pass to Lowry. Here's Hollis Jefferson beyond the arc. No good that time. Nice D from Scott. Neto, the pass to Scott. Feeds it to Embiid, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outside, Davis. The putback. It's good on the putback. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Raptors.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Harris has checked in for Mike Scott. And Robinson III comes in for Korkmaz. And Alec Burks subbed in for Raul Neto. Marcus All's checked in for Toronto. Norman Powell comes in for Kyle Lowry. Outside, Davis. To the inside. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Outside Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Bucket is good, and it's 6 points for Tobias Harris. Toronto trailing. Davis gets to Gasol. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Shot from free throw range, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. 76ers on top. They lead by 3. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Alec Burks is out there with Richardson. And it's Embiid in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And here is Van Vliet. Kicks to Powell. Ibaka looking for an opening. Now the pass to Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. From 12 feet out. And he drops that one in. Here's Richardson. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
When he's close to the rim, the attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
Here's Van Vliet. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Burks. Not going to go that time, so the Raptors will take it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And it's Gasol with the rebound.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
The 11-footer rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Gasol against Horford. Here's Siakam. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 1-point game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Love the way Embiid knows how to play with force down low, which in turn makes the defense get physical with him.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Burks. Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto. Kyle Lowry comes in for Norman Powell.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Back to Lowry. Pass to Van Vliet to tie it up. Here's Ibaka. Here's Siakam. The 10-footer finds the target.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Milton. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Lowry with the ball. Up top, Ibaka. Van Vliet looking around. 6 to shoot. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Siakam. Another miss by Siakam. The 76ers leading by 3. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Richardson. Richardson's got his 4th assist in this one. Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet passes to Lowry. Ibaka down low, working on Horford. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Now Richardson. He kicks it to Horford. Pass to Milton. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Raptors trail by 5. Down low, it's stolen by Harris. Here's Richardson. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle. This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Tobias Harris. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Toronto. Pascal Siakam. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Siakam hits them both. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Embiid dishes to Harris. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Here's Thibault. Drills the three-pointer. Thibault's got the lead up to 9 now for Philadelphia.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open team.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.